Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I am going to be showing you how to create a complete print-on-demand Shopify. So this is a very beginner-friendly tutorial, and we are going to be setting up an entire store from scratch. And first, we are going to review what print-on-demand is and talk about different platforms that we'll pretty much need. And then after that, we'll go ahead and set up our print-on-demand business from scratch. And lastly, at the end of the video, we're going to be talking about different marketing strategies that you can pretty much use to drive traffic to your Shopify store and get customers. So now, before we dive in, if you still haven't signed up yet for Shopify, I am going to leave you the best current deal for getting started, linked down below on my description. Right now, Shopify has a good deal where you're going to get 3 days free trial, and then after that, you're going to pay $1 for your first 3 months. So make sure to check the link down below on my description and save money. So let's get started. What is print-on-demand dropshipping? So this is basically a complete digital business model which allows you to sell custom designs products like clothing or accessories with your own design, but without having to manage any of this inventory, these products physically. So the idea is you don't really need to have anything with you physically. Everything that you're doing is going to be digital, but the products themselves are actually going to exist and they're going to be shipped to your customer. So this is how it pretty much works. First, you're going to create an online store, which we are going to do it today, and then you're going to create designs for your products, and then you're going to link your store to a print-on-demand supplier. And I am going to show you all of this in today's video. Now, that print-on-demand supplier is the one that is actually going to have all these blank products in their warehouses. So for example, you could create designs for maybe t-shirts, mugs, and your print-on-demand supplier is going to have those products physically in blank in their warehouses. So every time you sell that t-shirt or mugs on your online store, your supplier is the one who is going to be automatically notified, and they're going to print your designs on those blank, and then they'll ship these products to your customer for you and with your store name in the package. So you're going to be selling products and you don't have to invest anything in inventory because you are only going to be paying for the productions, the printing, and the shipping of that product after you have already sold it. So there is pretty much no need to invest anything, and you are only investing product by product after you have already made an order. So that is the beauty of print-on-demand dropshipping. You don't have to invest anything and you get to sell full custom branded designs products. So here is what you're going to need to set up your print-on-demand dropshipping business. First, you will need a platform where you can set up your entire Shopify online store. And in this video, we're going to be using Shopify. So Shopify is very easy to use and it has all the tools that we are actually going to be needing to set up, manage, and grow our online. So I am going to show you exactly how it works. And down below on my description, as I said before, I am going to leave you the best current deal for getting started with Shopify. Right now, you can get it. First, you'll get 3 days free trial, and then you will pay $1 on your first 3 months. This is a good deal. You can pretty much set up your online store and start selling your product just for $1. So whenever you're ready, make sure to find that link down below on my description and create your Shopify store. So let's do a quick overview inside Shopify. We are going to be importing the products from our supplier and have all our product listing and manage our catalog, set up store prices, and we are also going to design the website, setting up payments, shipping, even things like discounts and different marketing strategies. So let's go ahead and create our Shopify account. So the first thing we are going to do is put our email address here and start a free trial, and then after that, so the trial will be only for 3 days, and then we are going to pay $1 per month for 3 months. So each month you're going to pay $1. So let's start by entering an email address, and then you're going to click here, start free trials, and then over here you're going to put your password. Okay, and then I'm going to click here, create Shopify account. So over here, this is where you're going to pick a plan. So if you use a link down below on my description, you'll be able to pay only $1. Instead of paying the full price, you'll pay $1 on your first month on the plan that you're going to pick, either basic, grow, or advanced, which I think is really cool. Okay, so you can go ahead and pick a plan. So if you're a beginner, you are a solo entrepreneur, you're just getting started, I will recommend you to go ahead and start with the basic plan, which is the most popular one. So I'm going to click here, try basic. And right here, you're going to fill in your information. You're going to put your credit card or debit card. And of course, they're not going to charge you right away, as you're going to get 3 free days. And then after that, you'll be getting charged 1 month is $1 a month for 3 months. Okay, so once you put all your information in here, or if you want to pay with PayPal, you can go ahead and select PayPal, or credit card, you can select that. Okay, and once you're done filling in your information, you can go ahead and click here, subscribe for $1 USD. And here Shopify is asking us where we would like to sell, so we're gonna choose an online store, but you can also choose if you want to sell in person, maybe on the event, market fair, pop-ups, or you want to sell on social media, or in person at a virtual store, or an existing website. You have an existing website already, or you want to sell on the online marketplace like Etsy, Amazon, and etc. You can select them. So as of today's video, we are only going to sell on the online store. So I am going to go ahead and select this. Now let's go ahead and click next. And then they're going to ask you more question if this is an existing business or it's a new business or idea. So I'm just going to say it's a new business or idea. And they're going to ask you more question like, what do you plan to sell? So you can select if you want to sell digital products, or you're providing services, or print on demand, or drop shipping products, or just a product that you bought, a product you buy or make yourself. You can select that. So one thing you don't have to worry about is that this is completely flexible, and you can also change it later if you want to sell a product that you're making yourself right now, or you are selling drop shipping product and later on you're going to change your mind, like you only want to do print on demand products, or you want to provide a services. So you can change this later. So for now, I'm just going to click print on demand product, and then we are going to click next. Okay, so now we are inside Shopify dashboard, and as you can see, it's very easy to navigate in here as everything is laid over here. So right now we are on the home section, and here we can find all our orders, draft, we can create shipping labels. We can also find abandoned at checkout for customer who abandoned their product, they didn't go through the checkout. You can also find all your products, different collections, your inventory, purchase order, different transfer, if you created gift card. And over here you can learn more about your customers. There is also a section for marketing, campaigns, different automations. You can also see all the discounts code that you're going to create. You can see different contents like the blog posts and stuff like that. And also this is the marketplace, so you can see where you're actually selling your product. So for now, I'm only selling in the United States. You can also create an international marketplace here, and with different catalogs. And also here, this is where you can see all your finance, credit payouts, and etc. And here you'll see all your analytics of how your business is actually doing, and you can also see different reports, how your business is actually going, and things like that. And over here we are going to start creating our Shopify store. We can create by using different themes and so forth, and you can also add different apps. So Shopify is really easy, like everything is there. It's so easy to navigate. So now let's go ahead and start setting up our store. So we are going to have to come up with products. So for this, we are going to need a print on demand suppliers. That's how you're going to get the blank products and import them into your Shopify store. So to get this product, we are going to be using Printify. So Printify is one of the most well-known print on demand supply out there. The platform is also very super easy to use, and they also have a lot of different products that you can actually add to your store. And also, it's free, completely free to use, and you only have to pay per each product that you order. So whenever you're ready, I am going to leave you a Printify linked down below on my description, and we can go ahead from there. So let's go ahead and create and sign up with Printify and create account. Okay, so I'm gonna click here, sign up. And we are going to enter our email address if you want to sign up with the email address or continue with Google. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with Google and sign up from there. And now Printify is going to ask you a couple of things that to help us get started. So over here, you can select if you're new to selling online and you want to get started, or if you're already selling online and want to add Printify, or you're ordering your product for yourself. So since we are new and we want to start getting started, we're going to select that. Okay, and then what best describes you if you're an artist, you are a content creator, you have your own business, that you're selling product, or you make money selling online, you're just an individual, or you're an agent, you design for other people, or you represent an organization. So select a section that you think that's you, and if there is nothing from above that applies to you, you can go ahead and select this box here. And now they're also going to ask you more questions so they can better guide you inside the platform if there is anything that you need extra help with. So I actually have experience with all of these different things, but I am going to choose, I'm just starting out to help you set up everything in case you are a completely beginner and you have no idea about any of this. So let's go ahead and click here. I'm just starting out, okay? And then let's go ahead and click next. On the next section, Printify is going to ask you where would you like to sell your product. So if you have a sales channel already in mind, or you don't know where you want to sell, or you're just exploring different options, you can select an option. As for us, we already have a sales channel, which is Shopify. So let's go ahead and click there, yes. And then we are going to choose where we are actually going to plan to sell this product. Either you want to sell on Etsy, Shopify, TikTok, Amazon, Printify pop-up, eBay, Squarespace, Wix, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, PrestaShop, PrestaShop, and others. So select where you want to sell. So we're going to sell Shopify, of course. And then where would you like to sell? So you can also answer here if you are selling on the United States, or if you want to sell internationally. So we are going to click on I want to sell globally, and then let's go ahead and click next. And then they're gonna ask you where did you hear about us. And so I think on your case it's gonna be on YouTube, and then we're going to click complete. Okay, now we are inside the Printify dashboard. So the next step now is to connect our Printify account with our Shopify account, which is how we are going to automatically send all orders received on Shopify to Printify for fulfillment. So we are basically going to be linking both platforms together. Okay, so over here you're going to see connect your store. So we are going to click connect my store now, and then connect to Shopify. And over here, you are going to add your store URL to connect with Printify. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Go back inside your Shopify store on Shopify dashboard. Then let's go on the settings. And then let's go on domains. So this is the URL. So now we have to copy this address over here. This is our current store URL. So Shopify is just gonna assign you a random URL like this. And it's something that we are going to be setting up later. So for now, we're just gonna click on this, copy this address up here, and then we're going to paste it on Printify. And then back to Printify, we're going to paste the address and click connect. Okay, and then over here, we're just gonna go ahead and install Printify inside our Shopify store. And Printify is completely free to use, and you are only going to have to be paying for the product that you order. So there is no subscription fee associated with this at all. Now Printify, you can see here inside our Shopify, Printify has been added already. Okay, so if we can go to catalog here, you can see there are a lot of catalogs here. There are a lot of different things that you can pretty much sell. It's not just clothing. As you can see here, you can sell food and healthy and beauty stuff. You can sell different home stuff like poster, postcard, magnet, home decor, so many things like pillows, stationery accessories, travel accessories, tech accessories, car accessories, and many more. So they pretty much have almost everything. So you can explore different things here and figure out what you want to sell. So for this video, we're going to keep things very simple and we're going to set up a clothing store. So I'm going to start with t-shirts. So I'm going to go ahead and click some t-shirts here, and you can see here there are so many different t-shirts. So you can find a style of t-shirts that you want to sell, and you can also filter by different bestseller or express delivery or like with trending and stuff. So on here on express delivery, this means that so they can ship as fast as maybe in 1 day. So this is really amazing and it's just great for your customer service. So as you can see, the prices here also are really good, and if you compare these with other suppliers, I'll say that Printify has a very competitive pricing, so it's gonna be easier for you to build a business that actually is profitable. And so later on we'll go deeper into product pricing. So pretty much the idea here is that you can browse through these different catalog and see what is it that you really want to sell. And don't put too much pressure on yourself here, because print on demand really is about testing different products. So you are probably going to have to test a lot of different designs, and maybe you'll find something that really is selling and that your audience really will love. So feel free to explore around and try different things. It doesn't have to be t-shirts. You can even sell like maybe like tote bags or mugs or journals, etc. Okay, so there is no pressure here. You can always change everything later if you want to. So we are going to get started with a t-shirt. So to just keep it simple, I am going to click on this one here and we are going to start designing. So I'm gonna click on this one. So this is the product detail, and this is someone, people dressing up on it. Okay, and then let's go ahead and click here, start designing. So you can explore by yourself or you can start the tour. So you can select either one of these. So if we click that, over here you'll see the important information about the product. So this is the product cost. Okay, so if we click here on the preview, so on the preview here you will see how the t-shirt is looking like. So this is like after you did put your design, you'll be able to preview your product from here. So let's go back on the edit section. Okay, now you do get the option to create things here inside Printify, but we're going to take it step further, and I'm going to show you my favorite way of doing this, which is also probably going to be a more high quality and more unique. So the first thing, for our print on demand store to be successful, the idea is to create a branded experience. So you really don't want to have a store that is really messy and full of different styles and different design. We are going to create a catalog that is going to be ties well together. So that is really an experience, and that's people can identify you as a brand, something that is memorable and that they can actually remember. So now we are going to start creating things like product design and your logo. So we'll be using a platform called Canva. So this is a very popular platform that is being used by different people who are running their businesses to design different things and have a unique brand for your business. So we are going to be using Canva to design our logo as well as our design for our product. And of course, Canva has a free plan. They also have a pro plan. So if you don't want to spend money, you can go ahead and using a free plan. It's really good, and you don't have to spend any money, but you'll be limited to use different features. But if you want to use all features that are available on Pro in Canva, I will leave you the best current deal down below on my description that you can access Pro for free just for 30 days, and after that you can decide if you want to pay for it or go back to the free version. But either way, you can try the free one, which is completely good, or you can try a pro one, which is going to be more beneficial for you because you can have access to all features without no limits to design your brand. And of course, use the link down below on my description for 30 days free trial for the pro version, for the pro plan. Okay, so now inside Canva, I'm gonna go ahead and create a logo right here. and you can put the logo of your brand. So I'm gonna use this logo over here, okay? And then you can go ahead and put the name of your company. So let's say my logo is going to be named Cool, and I'm gonna change these different elements. So I'm gonna say since 2025, but you can change however you want, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. Or you can go ahead on the element section here and add different elements. Maybe you can put let's put like a smile face and see what Canva is gonna give us. So I'm just gonna put these, and of course these features with all the crown sign, these are pro, but if you go to all, you can find different smile faces that doesn't have a crown, which comes with the free plan, so you're free to use them. But if you want like more cool one, like these ones, they have a crown, of course this is a pro. And again, as I said before, you can try the pro plan free for 30 days, which I'm gonna leave the link down below on my description. Anyways, I am just gonna check this out. I want to have, let me say pitch, okay, and then let me go to the graphic. Let's try cherry. So I'm just gonna use this cherry here. I'm just gonna grab it, I'm gonna move it here. I am going to take out this element here, so I'm trying to make it like unique just for me, okay? And I'm gonna move it this way. I'm going to put it this one over here. And the goal here is we are going to have a white t-shirt and a black t-shirt as a starter. So of course we're gonna have to change the color of the background of our logo to be black and for white. So I'm just gonna go ahead and first duplicate this one, and I'm gonna click inside the box, and I am going to select white. So I'm just gonna go all the way to the end, and then over here I am going to change the color as well, and I'm gonna put black. So that's that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and download our logo. So I'm just gonna click here, download, and make sure you remove the background. So click here, transparent background, and you can use this feature for transparent background if you're using a free plan. So you're gonna have to upgrade your plan to pro, so for you to have plain background, because you have to make sure to do this because we're going to transfer these logos into the t-shirts. So let's go ahead and select PNG. So we're going to download our file in PNG, and then a transparent background, of course. And then this is the logo size, which comes automatically when we select logo template. And then after that, let's go ahead and click download, and now our file will be downloaded. Okay, so I'm just gonna allow it to download, and our logo will be saved into our computer. Okay, so now we have our logo. Now let's go ahead and start creating some product design that we're going to use on our products. So let's go back into Canva, okay, and click here on the templates, and then click here print product, and you can select what kind of print of product you actually want to create. So there are so many things like photo books, calendars, mugs. See, you can select different like water bottles and things like that. In our case, we are doing t-shirts, so I'm just gonna click here on t-shirt. So we are gonna have to start customizing a style for our t-shirt. So you can click that, and you can scroll down to see so many different prints and style of what you want depending on what kind of product you want to customize. Okay, since we are going to design a t-shirt, I'm going to select this design here for the t-shirt, and you can also look different ones here. So I think I'm going to do this one. So we're going to customize this one, this style, and also Canva is showing you like this is how the print is going to look like. So this is your print, and this is how it's gonna look like when you add it on your t-shirt or the product you want. In this case, we're doing t-shirt, and of course we're doing woman. And if you want to view it for men's, you can also view it here, or maybe on the infant product, this is how it's going to look like that. So it's showing you how it's going to look like. Like also you can test for different colors, as you can see here. For different color, this is how the style is going to look like. So Canva is a really good resource to use. And yeah, so this is how your t-shirt will be looking like. So let's go and start customizing. So I'm going to click here, customize this template. So now over here, we can start customizing our logo. So let's go ahead. Maybe you want to change, let's say you want to change a font. So to make it like look a little bit different from all other people who are going to use the same. So you can do that. Or let's say maybe you want to put another element. So we can go here on the elements and we can put, we can look for something like, maybe I'm gonna put strawberry smile, and you can see here different graphic available on Canva. So I'm just gonna delete one of the strawberry here, maybe 2, and then I am going to see all, and I can see different strawberry smiles. So I'm just gonna put it in here, this new element, and I am going to resize it, and I am going to put it here in the middle over here, and I am going to resize these other different elements. So you can play around and design how you want this to look like. So I'm just gonna put it there, and I'm gonna move this one here. Okay. Oh, we can just delete this. Oh, never mind. Let's put it back. Okay, let's flip it around. So it's gonna be like that. So it won't block this strawberry. Okay, so that's that. Now, I'm gonna resize this even more. Okay, so next, what we are going to do is, the goal here is to have a white t-shirt and a black t-shirt. We need to change the background color of this design. So I'm just gonna click inside here, and I'm gonna go to the colors here, and I'm gonna change to white. So this is gonna be for the white t-shirt, and then I'm gonna duplicate this page, and I am going to click inside, and I am going to put black. So this is going to be for the black t-shirt. Okay, both of my design looks really cool. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and click download here, and we are going to download. Okay, so now we have our design and we have our logo. Now let's go back on Printify, and we are going to upload our design. So now let's go ahead and upload our design. So our design is in there, and now we can go ahead and select here, select variants, and here you can see we have all these different options for this t-shirt. We can choose different color. Let's say we want dark heather, so that's gonna look like that. If we want maybe ash, okay, so we can select all different color that we actually want. So I'm just gonna click black for now, and let's click maybe graphic heather. Oh, we can put, okay, I'm gonna select dark heather. But you can pretty much select different multiple variants as if you want to sell. And one thing to know, if you select all these different variants, all of these products, they're going to be visible together in the same product listing. So your customer is going to be able to, they're going to be on the same product page, and they're going to be able to choose whether they want the white version or the black version, or they want a pink version or gray head version. So I'm gonna pick those colors, and then I'm gonna go back. Okay, now here you can see we have these different colors, and also you can choose different placement you want your logo to be looking like. For now, our logo is on the front side. If you want to see how it's gonna look like on the back side, that's where it's gonna be, or on the sleeve size, sleeveless, sleeve left, or neck label inner. Okay, so right now our design is on the front of the t-shirt, and down here you can choose a different placement if you want it to be on the back side maybe. So you can select that, and then you can go here on the library, and then you can upload an image that you want to put on your t-shirt. We're gonna put it on the back of the t-shirt, so it's gonna look on the front like that and on the back. But for now, I don't want to have it on the back. I only want it to be on the front, and I want my back side to be empty. So I'm just gonna delete that, and they'll be only on the front. Okay, and then let's go on the neck label. So over here we're going to add our brand logo. Okay, so remember that logo we created? Let's go ahead and add it. So I'm just gonna click here, upload, and I'm going to upload the image, and now there it is. I can move it up and resize it as well, so I'm gonna leave it there. Let's put it up a little bit here. So this is going to be like a completely branded t-shirt with your logo on it. So that looks really cool. So you can move it around and size it where you want it. Okay, so once we are done, let's go ahead and click here on the preview so we can view how our t-shirt looks like. And you can see that's the front and this is the back. Okay, the front, the back, and when it's folded, this is how it's gonna look like, and when it's hanging, this is how it's gonna look like. Yeah, it looks beautiful. I like it, and it looks very realistic. Okay, so once you think everything looks great, let's go ahead and save the product. So I'm gonna click save product. Okay, now you can see here we have a white t-shirt and the logo was looking really nicely, and then we also have a black t-shirt. The design also looks nice. It can be readable even on the other colors. So just in case if some of this logo doesn't look great, for example the black color, this is where you're going to change the design from. As you can remember, on Canva we downloaded with the white background and the other one has a black background. So depending on what color your design has, you can re-upload it differently by using a different background of your design for the white t-shirt and for the black t-shirt and other color you selected. Okay, so now if we go on our products here, the next thing we're going to do is adding this product into our Shopify store. So let's click on it. Let's view all markups, and then over here we're going to select the markup that we want to display on our store. So if we start on the white, so I'm gonna select this, the front, the back. Okay, when it's folded, so I'm just going to unselect this one. I'm just gonna put this one, and when it's folded, so 3 of that. And maybe you can also scroll down here and you can see different people wearing them. So you can select maybe you want them, so you can put that there and you can put that too. Okay, and then I am going to the black color as well, so I'm just gonna put this. I am going to unselect some of these, and I am going to select those, and I am going to put her, and I am going to put them. Okay, and do the same thing for all the color that you have. Okay, so this is what we are going to have. Okay, for the black, you can see all different colors. Okay, so that's what I selected. And if we scroll down here, you'll see automatically we are going to have our title, as well as the description of our product and different tags here already. They are there, but I do recommend you change all of this so that it really fits your brand voice and the unique brand experience that you're looking to create. For now, I'm just gonna leave it as how it is. Okay, and if we scroll down here, all of these are being filled up. So you can imagine that there is a lot of people creating styles with Printify. So if you don't change your description, it's just gonna be copy and pasted as everyone else's description, and that's gonna hurt your brand to rank on platform like Google and stuff like that. So you need to change this for SEO purpose as well. Okay, now let's scroll here on the shipping section, and here we have to enable economy shipping. So this is gonna set up your shipping profile inside Shopify automatically, which is very helpful. And then I forgot one thing over here. You can add a size guide over here, and as we keep going forward with this tutorial, I am going to show you how you can add this to your Shopify store in a good and engaging way using Shopify app called Kiwi size chart. So for now, we are going to enable this just so we have this information, and then later on I am going to show you how you can lay this out in an amazing way in your Shopify. And then let's go back on the shipping here, and then right here we have to assign this into our shipping profile, as Shopify has different shipping profile as a way to organized in how you establish your shipping prices. So it's a very convenient that Printify is going to do all of those automatically for us. So just make sure this one stay automatically assigned and update profile if needed. Okay, and then let's move ahead on the pricing section here. So over here we have all these different variants of our product because we have different sizes. As you can see, we have small, medium, large, extra large, 2 extra large, and for all these t-shirts we have different colors here, you can see. So these are your variants. Even like on the medium we have like different colors, so all of these are your variants. So over here we're going to select the variants that we want to add on us. So let's just go ahead and select all of them. So all of them are selected, and that is good. And over here you can see the retail price. The retail price, our profits, our profit margins, and our product costs. So if we go back here, so the retail price is basically how much we are selling and how much we are selling it for in our Shopify store, and the profit is how much money we are actually going to make on top of that sale after we are charged for the production cost. And the profit margin is basically how much percentage of money we are actually making after selling and paying for supply. And the production cost is how much Printify actually is going to charge. It's going to charge us for printing and shipping this product. So here we have an automatic price that has been added as a recommendation. So here we are going to charge our customer $16.93, and then it's gonna cost us $10.16, and our profit is going to be $6.77, and our profit margin is 40%, which is very good. But I'm actually going to increase the price a little bit more since I know my product is good and it deserves to have a more price. So I'm gonna click in here, and let me say I'm gonna sell it for $24.99, and you can see here I am going to have a profit of $14.83, and my profit margin is going to be 59. So what I will actually recommend you is to make sure that you do research for your style and your audience a little bit, so that way you can have a competitive pricing. Okay, so now let's scroll down and let's go on the publishing settings. Now here on the product settings, so if you don't want to publish this product on Shopify just yet and you just want to leave it as a draft, you can click here where it says hide it in the store. And here you can choose the variants visibility, and over here we can say choose all variants that are available for purchase. So if Printify happens to run out of stock on a certain item, it's not going to be available for purchase in your store online. Okay, so here we are going to choose variant visibility. So I'm going to select only show in stock variants and hide out of stock variants. So this means that when Printify happens to run out of stock on certain items, it's not going to be available for purchase in your online store. Now let's scroll down. Over here we can choose which Shopify collection we are going to add this product to. Now to do this, first you have to create collections inside Shopify, which we haven't done yet. So for now we are going to leave it as blank, and we are going to click here on publish. Okay, and now everything will be published. Okay, and then if we go back in our Shopify, we are going to go to product. You'll see our product is right over here, so let's click on it. So this is the title, the description, and the table here. It kind of look a little bit messy, but don't worry, we're gonna fix this later. And then these are the images, and as well as variants and the SEO. And then this is how, and down here we have our search engine listing, which is how your website is going to appear on Google. So the first thing I want to show you is the product here. So let's click on it. And over here on the left side here, you will see that Shopify has a built-in AI feature to create photo background. So if you click on here, replace a background, and over here you can choose this different suggestion, the presets that you can pretty much use either in studio, living room, kitchen, and you can also click here to view more. So let's say if we select studio, for example, and over here you're going to describe what your product is, and in our case this is t-shirt, so I'm just gonna put in here t-shirt, and then let's go ahead and click generate. Now after clicking generate, you'll see here we have few different options to pick from, and this is the original one, and these are the different background that you can pick. So let's say I want to choose this one, so I can click here, choose, and then I am gonna go ahead and click save. Okay, and then let's go back. And so this is how our t-shirt is actually going to be looking like. And if you look at the other one, they look totally different. So what you're gonna do, you can go and utilize the AI feature if you want to for the rest of your images, and you can pick how the style you want. And the next thing that I will recommend you is to go ahead and update your product description to make it unique and that has your brand voice. So you can start by renaming your t-shirt. So you can change the name of your t-shirt, you can change the description to make it more appealing. So go ahead and edit your description and change different things and write things that aligns with your brand voice. You can also be different from all other people who are going to be using this same description that came from the other website. And as I mentioned before, we are going to use these sizes for our t-shirt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a screenshot of this table, and then I am going to delete all of this. Okay, and then after that, go ahead and change your title here to the name you want. For example, I'm going to say strawberry cotton tee, and then edit your description, and your images are over there. Okay, and then down here, these are the colors and sizes, and down here on the variants, you can pretty much change your prices as how you want for different variants. So we already set this up and said Printify, so there's nothing we can actually do here. But if you want to change your prices, you can go ahead and change them. So you can just click in there and just change the prices. Okay, and if you click inside the variants in here, you're going to see different sizes that are available, different sizes per each color that you selected from Printify. So we have 8 variants for dark gold, we have 6 variants, and if you click this arrow down, you can see all of that. And then down here we have our search engine listing, which is basically how our store is going to be previewed on platform like Google. So we're just going to leave it as how it is for now. So this is something we're going to be editing later when we are starting to do our marketing. So let's go back here and see all the product that we currently have added in Shopify. Okay, so once you're done with your changes, go ahead and click. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going back to Printify and we are going to add more product. So I'm going to go back. Okay, and then we're going to start design, and we are going to do the same thing. So this is how the front is going to look like, and the backs. Okay, and then we're going to select variants, like what kind of color you want them on this hoodie. Okay, so you can come back to Printify and design as many product as you can. And for example, if you want to do another catalog, you can just go here on the catalog, and let's say I want to do something else apart from t-shirts. Maybe I want to do a tote bag. Let me look for it. Okay, let's say I want to do hats. So I'm just gonna click hats, and then I am going to find the hat, maybe this one here. Okay, and then if you have different designs, you can go ahead and add all these different designs from all these different products that you picked from. But in case of this tutorial, I only made one design, so I'm just gonna assume that these are like different design. So once again, you can go back on upload, and you can upload your design. So I'm just gonna use the same design for this product as well, and then I am going to select variants, different colors. Okay, I'm just gonna select, maybe let's go black. Okay, and then I am going to click here, save product, and over here you can go ahead and select the different pictures that you want to use for your product. So that's for the white, and this is for the black. Okay, and then I'm going to click save and select. So after viewing everything, go ahead again and review your title. So you can pretty much follow the same step that I showed you as I created the first one, and the tags and the prices as well. So you can do some editing. So make sure you review everything just like how I showed you from the first product follow all the steps that I showed you. And once you're happy with everything, go ahead and click here, publish, and all your product will be uploaded into Shopify. So that's that for this. Okay, so now if we go back Shopify and I am going to refresh this, I'll find all my product that I have added here. So you can go ahead and here you can view your product. You can change your product title, description to have your brand voice, different pictures, the variants here. You can go ahead and change them. Okay, so now we are done with the products. The next thing I'm going to show you is adding different collections. Okay, so now we are going to create a different collection for different category that you can possibly think of, and we're going to structure them onto our navigation menu. So for example, here we have hats, tank top, hoodie, and t-shirts. So let's say you have like bunch of these products here. You don't want them to be like all over the place. For example, if we click and view our store as of now, this is how our store looks like. Doesn't look that pretty. So I'm going to show you how to customize all of this. So let's go back in here and let's go first on the online store, and we are going to pick a theme for our store. Okay, so to access all themes, we are going to scroll to theme library, and over here we are going to visit the theme store. So you'll find different themes. There are free ones and a paid one. You can highlight for the free one here and you'll find all the free one. If you want to learn how to customize all these different free themes, I have a bunch of tutorials, like full tutorials showing you how to customize each one of these themes. So if you're curious, you can go ahead and click on my playlist section. What I'm going to do here, I am going to select, let's pick one theme. I am going to select horizon theme and we are going to try this theme. So I'm going to click here. And if you want to view the demo of the theme to see how your products are actually going to be looking like, so this is how the theme is actually looking like. You can display your products there. It doesn't have so much going on. So you can go on the shop, it's going to direct them straight to the different products. And you can also customize it in different way. And this is how it's going to look like on the mobile section. So I'm going to click here. This is the home tab. This is how it's going to look like. So let's go ahead and try this theme. So I'm going to click try theme and it will be added inside our Shopify store. Okay, and then let's go ahead. So let's say you had a different theme right here and you want to customize the theme that you picked. Just make sure to come here and click publish and then publish. And this theme will be published here. But for my case, my theme was published already. So let's go ahead and customize it. So let's click here, customize. And you will see this is the homepage customization where we are going to customize our store. So far, it looks like pretty empty, but our product has been added already. Okay, so let me go back. Let's go back and first let's go and add different collections here. So let's go product so we can arrange our products and click here on the collections. So over here, this is the homepage that comes automatic. This is the collection that Shopify comes with the theme automatically, but we are going to create collections on our own. So let's click here on create collections, and this is where you're going to put the title of your collections and description if you want to, and of course collection type, we are going to pick collection type. So there are two different types of collection type. There is the manual collections and smart collection. So a manual collection, you're going to add product on this specific collection every time, one by one, every time. For example, when you add new different style but you want them to be on this specific collection, you're gonna have to click on the collections that you created and add this product manually. But there is also efficient type of collection which is called smart collection. So this one, so anytime you add a new product in your store and you want them to be on this specific collection, they will actually go in the collection automatically after you created them in your Shopify store based on the condition. If you put specific condition and they match this condition, they'll go on the smart collection. So this is how it works. So for this tutorial, I am going to show you both ways. I'm going to show you manual collection and smart collection. And if you want to know more in detail, I am going to leave you a link down below on my description with the tutorial that I went into detail, showcasing, explaining about all these different collection and Shopify and show you step by step. So let's just go ahead and start with this manual collection. Here I'm just gonna say cute tank tops. So this is going to be the title of my collections, and I'm going to say manual, and then down here we are going on the product. You can click here to search for product, so you can type in here the name of the product that you have on your store, or you can just go ahead here and click like browse, and you can see all different list of product that you have already in your store, and you can pick them from here. Or you can just go ahead and sort them maybe by later, maybe by newest to oldest, and then you can browse. But in this case, I'm just gonna go ahead and select because I only have few products. So I'm just gonna click here add. Okay, and then after you selected that, and then this is how it's gonna look like under search engine listing, which you don't have to worry for now. And then let's go back here on the image. Every time when you create a collections, you need to add an image to cover this specific collection. So let's go ahead and click add image, and then let's select this image here, and then I'm gonna okay, and then after that should be good, and then let's go ahead and click save. So this was through manually, and now our collection has been added automatically. So every time when you have this new product added into your store, you have to come back here on this specific collection and browse and add this product, this new product you added manually, which is going to take a lot of time. This is why I am recommending to use a smart collection. So let's go ahead and click cancel, and that is how you can add your collection using a manual way. So let's go back into collections, and now let's go and create a new collection, but this time we are going to use smart collection, and then let's give it a title. Okay, and then over here we are going to use different conditions. So on condition, you can use either tags, title, type, category, vendor, price, compare at price, weight, inventory stock, and variance titles. So I usually like to use tags because this is much easier. And then on the condition, I am going to type in any condition, and then we're going to select is equal to. So these are some of the tags that we have already. So I'm just gonna put here hoodie, and these are the tags comes from, okay, let me go and click another tag. So all of these tags comes from all the product that we did import from Printify to our Shopify. And then I am going to pick here, I'm gonna say this is men's clothing, okay? And you can add as many conditions as you want. So that means anytime when you add a product that has this, either of these tags, either hoodie or men's clothing, they will, oh no, I don't want this. Okay, I'm just gonna take that tag out. I only have, oh, actually, let me see. I'm just going to create my own tag. So I'm just gonna say men's hoodie. If you don't find any tag here that you actually want to put, you can go ahead and put it here. So this means anytime when you add a product that has either one of these tags, either a hoodie or men's hoodie, they will all go directly into these unisex hoodies collections. And then after you're done, make sure to put an image. This is very important. And then I am going to select this image, and then I'm going to click done. And once you're done and you're happy with it, just go ahead and click save. So now you know how to add these different collections either in a manual way or a smart way. So let's go back into collection, and you can see all the collections we created, they're all here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish adding the other collection that I have in my store. Okay, so now I have added all the collection that I want to have, and just in case you don't want either one of these collections here, you can just go ahead and select them in here and then click here and click delete collections, and they'll all be deleted. So those are the first important thing that we need. Now let's go back here and click online store, and then let's go ahead and click here customize. Another thing, I just realized one of my t-shirt collection, they're not shown here, so I am going to figure out what is happening. Okay, so I'm just gonna click here on the, let's go back to Printify, let's go to my products, and let's click here. When we take a look on the t-shirt, you can see here it's hidden, so let's click on that and let's scroll. Okay, and now here you can see the product visibility is hidden, so make sure this box is unselected and click here publish. Okay, now if we go back into our store and refresh it, okay, now our product is shown there. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're going to start customizing. Let's start by the banner image section, which we called a hero. So let's click here hero, and then let's click here to select an image. So over here we can select different images that we want to use them on our banner image, but make sure the images are nice, because this is going to be the first thing that's going to attract your customer to either connect to your store if they want to buy things from you. So make sure the banner image is really good. So let's say you don't have a good image. What you're going to do, go here, let's delete that, let's go ahead and change. So let's click change, and instead of select from library, we are going to explore free images. So these are the free images that comes with Shopify. Anyone is free to use them. So let's go, and they have different categories so you can pick from. So let's say like we are doing fashion on this case, or you can just go ahead straight here and type in here t-shirts. Let's see what comes. Okay, so they have different images, so you can click this one here. This looks beautiful, and let's see how it looks like. So you're just gonna have to play around with different images until you find something that is going to look great on your site. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna click here select. So once you find an image you like, you can go ahead and click select, and you can add another image if you want, but on this case I'm just gonna leave only one image. Okay, so the next thing is we are going to add different collections. So to do that, you're just gonna go here and click add section, and we are going to add different collections. So for now, this video is going to end right here. If you want to know how to fully customize your entire Shopify from the beginning to the end, I am going to link the video down below on my description. You can go ahead and check it out. I am going to show you step by step on how to fully customize your store, arrange your collections, products, creating different pages, and so many other things that you need to do, you're supposed to do in your Shopify, like different pages, your footer menu, main menu, add your social media, and many more other things. But for now, this video is going to end here. Make sure to click the link down below on my description for the follow-up video, as well as I am going to link the video up here on my video. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.